So this is the story of Stu the Slug. So there once was a slug named Stu who lived in Shellville. He was a nice gray colored slug with black dots all over him. He had a lot of friends and they were all snails, so he was not understanding of why they all had nice shells and homes that they could go into and feel protected. He just never understood. He cried almost every night and just praying to God that he would make him like the other snails and he could have his own shell. He just simply never understood. So one day, Stu was just going through town, just slithering along the path, when he landed upon an abandoned shell. Stu was so excited. It was a beautiful, shiny, purple-colored shell with stripes all over it. He was like, God, thank you so much. This is perfect. So surely enough, Stu tried to fit into the shell, and for some reason the shell wouldn't fit onto Stu, and he was so angry and upset. He cried and everything. He was like, God, I don't understand why I can't be like all my friends with their shells. It doesn't fit me and it's not fair. So Stu continued to cry by the shell when his friend Albert slithered on over and asked him what was up. Now Albert was a snail with a nice blue shell. And so Stu was so angry and he was like, Albert, I don't understand why God will not let me have a shell like you. It doesn't make sense. I just want to be like everyone else. And Albert felt so sad for Stu and he was like, Stu, you don't have a shell like us because God built you differently. You are a slug and we are snails. While we are similar, we are different in our own ways and we all have our own gifts. God built you the way that he built you because he made you with a shell built into you. So you have the strength that God has given you because that's the way that he has made you. He made you without a shell for a reason. You are beautiful because you are made in God's image. And Stu realized in that moment that he was right. He realized he didn't need a shell, and that all made sense. That's why all of his family didn't have shells, and that's why he should just be happy the way he was. And he was like, thank you so much, Albert. I never realized this. And so they went on and slithered onto the sunset, and Stu was super happy that God had made him strong, and he was just thankful to have a supportive friend like Albert. And that's the end of my story.